Hello, luxury agents. I'm really excited about the webinar I have coming up. It's just about a week away now, and it's based on my book, Selling Luxury Homes. And you can go to jackhoughtonwebinar.com or just check the email that came with this video, and you can find out the exact date and time and sign-in instructions. But just go today to Jack Houghton Webinar to register. But some of the things we're going to cover are, first of all, defining what is luxury real estate. Because in every single market, there might be a different numerical definition. In one market, it might be $1 million. Another market might be $5 million. There's no right or wrong answer to that. What does vary from market to market is the sort of the methodology of creating that definition. We'll talk about some different ways of doing that. We're going to talk about the 4 categories of wealthy people that you'll be dealing with. These are categories that I've sort of come up with over the years after dealing with a lot of high net worth individuals. And we're not trying to judge anyone or prejudge anyone, but it's important to know the categories of wealthy people because there are different characteristics that each category has, and we need to be aware of them so that we can tailor our presentations and our dealings so that we make the best of our time working with these folks. Next, we're going to talk about the 4 truths you need to succeed in luxury real estate. The first one, of course, is that the best way to start in this business is to have been born rich and well connected. That's sort of a preview of the 4 truths. And I can tell you that if you were born rich and well connected, then you probably don't need my book and you probably don't need this webinar. You can just turn things off right now and go on your merry way. If, however, you're like me and you were not born rich and well connected and you still want to not be sitting on the sidelines of the luxury real estate business, then this book and this webinar is for you. So we'll talk about the other 3 truths on top of the first one. We'll talk about the fact that luxury homeowners and luxury home sellers are used to dealing with people with experts, and the fact they only deal with experts. And we'll talk about the 5 levels of expertise that you need to know about. You don't have to have proficiency in all 5 levels. You need to know what they are, but there's one area of expertise is absolutely critical, and we will spend a great deal of time on that during the webinar. We're going to talk about the 5 people and 2 events that need to know about your expertise. There are 5 people who are essentially the gatekeepers and other trusted advisors of the high net worth individual, and you need to market your expertise to them. We'll identify who they are and why your newfound expertise is important to them. We'll also talk about 2 events that occur every single year that you need to know about and that your expertise has to be sort of tailored around so that you can meet the expectations of high net worth individuals and become their trusted advisor. We'll talk about some pricing strategies. I have a 7-step process. We won't talk a ton about pricing because it's a whole separate webinar, but we will talk about some challenges and some techniques and some ideas for pricing these properties that tend to be very unusual in our marketplaces. And then we have to talk about how we're going to market them once we get the listings. There's all kinds of ways to market high-end listings, and we need to know what the possibilities are and which ones are going to work the best for us. Next, we need to talk about 5 ways of bonding with high net worth individuals. Ideally, I should add a 6th one, which is to, if you possibly can, to get adopted. I've been trying that for 37 years, and so far it hasn't worked. Most of the time they want to adopt the younger ones, so I think my time is up. But we're going to talk about 5 ways to bond with high net worth individuals. And last but not least, but critically important, we have to talk about the 3 most important negotiating skills you need to know about to be successful in the high-end marketplace. So that pretty much sums up the outline of the webinar. I hope to see you there. Again, go to jackhoughtonwebinar.com, register for your spot, and we'll send you emails as to how to click in, sign up, listen, and learn. Thanks so much.